So as I will be speaking here about the different components, because this greatness, guys, it's not just built in a day. It's not something that you wake up and you just have it, you know. We said and you have to do certain things, you have to follow certain things in order for you to achieve it, right? It's like greatness is like your body, because I also have a qualification in human kinetics and economics. So it's like your body, right? In order for this body to function as a whole, you need your arms, you need your legs, you need your head, you need your mouth, everything in order to form this one human being. That's with the greatness. Now it has many components that will make you to be the person that you want. Because in Kobelia, no one wants to be small in this place. Everyone wants to feel special because there's a calling. There's something that was imparted in them that needs to be unleashed from today onwards. And at this moment in time, if you can, I just want you to grab a pen and a paper. If you can record. If you have anything, or you use your mind, as a kind of because your life will never be the same again. And I want you to be just great, because everyone in this place. So moving on to our different components or aspects of greatness. I just want to start with know who you are. You know, the dancers came with the song, I know who I am, God who says I am. You know, it's very, very important to know who you are. When I talk about who you are, I'm not just asking about where are you working, or talking about how is your family. I'm talking about the bigger picture. What you called to do, what do you want in life, what is your purpose, what is your vision. You know, when I approached me and said, I want to do this event, Greatness Within, can you be one of the speakers? My first question was, what is the vision? I'm not asking about a plan with how things are going to be done. I want to know the vision. Because the minute you start going with the flow, because there's something about us people. Sometimes, we want to go with the flow. We just want to go where the wind blows. But sometimes, those things increase the chances of life happening to you. And they make you feel like you were now valuable. You're not supposed to be something in life. So, knowing who you are, it also enlightens the fact that as people, we are here on earth to fulfill our highest and truest expressions of ourselves. So if we are pangela, we say officing, it's not just we are pangela and then you get money. It's exciting to get paid at the end of the month, but there's something bigger than that. That's why you have some people dropping their courses, they change, or people changing their ways and not being happy because there's something within them that is crying out and it needs to be unleashed. And for the minute that thing is not unleashed, that means you still need to dig in and find yourself. And we have to be deep before we go to the reality, to the practical, because you're gonna miss it if you don't get it in the spiritual realm or the mind, if I can put it that way. The second point, which is very, very, very important. Everything that I'm saying is important, but this one is important, like seriously. Prayer and meditation. Prayer is very vital, because you need to connect with the source. You need to connect with the universe, with God. When I speak about prayer, I'm not talking about small prayers. Greatness within event, or I am talking about ridiculous prayers. Prayers that scare you. Because those are the prayers that will shake you. Those are the prayers that will unleash the beast that is within you. Those are the prayers that will open doors. That will be the prayers that will make you realize, actually, I am not a nobody. I am somebody. I am important. Now, Okay. Why do I say meditation? Meditation, it sounds so white. I'm a black person. Guys, meditation is very important. As I look at my life is not fair. I must say this. It's not fair. I usually talk to my friends and like sometimes like the way maybe you are treated by your lecturer or the marks that you got, you're like, I studied for this, I did A, B, and C, but you are getting this mark. Life is not fair, guys. And at some point, you may find yourself losing your way as a person because there are so many storms that are happening in front of you. But meditation allows to calm your mind, to give you peace, to make you relax and connect with the source. Uzibona ukuthi uphi elifini, uzibona ukuthi uyaphi, uzibona ukuthi usukaphi, because at that moment you have shut down the noise. That's why people that have made it, people that are up there, they're always doing this thing, meditation. Sibona bese yoga sithi pulling because sometimes we have to bend our bodies, we have to do certain movements. It's not dance, but it's actually allowing your body to be loose at that moment. So in meditation, it helps you as a person as ukula, so that you can count everything. But guys, zininzi into doesn't a guy around us, and sometimes we may lose our way because we want to fit what is in front of us. Right? And as you pray and meditate, it's also very important that you write things down. Because writing things down, it makes you to be accountable of the things you want to accomplish. Even if you finish and have to be comfort zone, but you go back to the book and be like, A, B, and C still needs to be accomplished. That means I cannot be in a comfort zone. I cannot be a complacent generation. Right? Yes. I have 20 minutes. I literally have 20 minutes, and I want to say everything. The third point, focus and never ever give up. And then I said, stay away from instant gratification. I know I've just bombed the word out there, but I'm going to explain it very briefly. Instant gratification is wanting things now, wanting things to happen now. Unfortunately, we are in a generation right now that we are exposed to social media. Yes. And that we are victims of using social media. If you have people about WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like literally, it's something that you know. Now, when we are exposed to social media, what happens is that everyone is posting, right? They're posting their lives. Life is so good. Oh, I am blessed. I'm wonderful. I'm happy. Posting their favorite things about their lives at that moment. And don't get it wrong. Sometimes people may argue that it's there to uplift people, to motivate people. But on the other hand, it brings a lot of pressure. That's why we have slave queens. That's why we have people don't know the value of hard work. Because they want things to happen now. They don't want to acknowledge their situation. They don't understand where they are, where is God is placing them. And I'm saying focus and never ever give up. Let me start with focus. One of my sisters told me the other day that she was involved in a car accident. I know I may sound a bit insensitive, but I have to say this. She was going to Aitutwa and she got a car accident. So at some point, although I was just trying to didn't very but I'm like, oh, yom. So want to know when the car accident, what's in after that? What I'm trying to say is that if you are meant to go to PE, it doesn't matter the hurricanes that come, it doesn't matter the high and hell waters that come, but if you are destined for PE, you have to focus on the mark. I must say this. God has laid down everything for you in your life. Human beings and everything that is happening is just a distraction. Yonke into uyibekele because kaloku imagine if besinikwa imali nje ufumana i1 million or ufumana i2 million uphiwe nje ubuze kwalinye nje oba uyisebenzeni ubuze kwalinye nje uba ube humble ubaza abantu hayi kuzoba sisilay queen esiziyo mntasekhaya sengishitoba naxa ungena qomba ndiyaziva akho nebani ndixelele uba ndi-right, you know. But it's very important to look beyond what you are facing. Focus on your focus. Don't focus on the distraction. Don't focus on the things that are happening at the moment. Look at where you are destined.
Yes.
And I want to say never, ever, ever give up. Because you are not people of failure. Even the word says, I knew your purpose before you were formed in your mother's womb. And I called you by name. So giving up for you is not an option, because one thing you must understand about failure, it has nothing to do with your value as a person. It only just feeds your ego. And just because you are failing, it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. You have seen yourself doing well at some point. What makes you think that even right now you are not capable? Why are you doubting yourself? Do you think God is a God of embarrassment? Do you think you just push it into shame? And when I spoke about those ridiculous prayers, those are the things that you should be addressing. Which God, you are not the God of embarrassment. You won't put me into shame. You cannot put me into this. And I will tell you, make commands with demands. Which when I arrive at Steve Biko, let it be great because I am a child of the Most High. I am the chosen generation. I am a head and I'm not a tail.
Yes.
All right. Focus and never give up. One thing you must understand is that the people that you look up to, the Patrick Motsae, yes, the Oprah Winfrey, the Bill Gates, they were not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. It takes time to master a skill, a craft, a habit. It's not an overnight success. An overnight success, in fact, might take you 2 to 3 years to accomplish. It doesn't happen instantly. Just because you have failed, it doesn't mean that you should cry. There's nothing wrong with crying because sometimes emotions are figure, but you cannot cry forever. That's one thing my grandmother would tell me, like, let's cry, but things need to be done. Let's get up, you know. And at some point you'll be like, but we're still in pain, Mama, why are you doing this? But you cannot cry forever. And do right because you are the one who's responsible for your own life, for the things to happen. No one is going to do it on your behalf. Unfortunately, everyone, our families, our mothers, our siblings, they owe us absolutely nothing. You have yourself to fix this journey. They cannot go into your class and attend your classes. They cannot go to my auditions and do the auditions for me. They cannot be in your office and type the work that you need to do. It's you who has to do it. That's why I said, never ever let yourself down. Okay. Develop an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
You know the problem with us, we get so caught up in excitement or in the pain that you are facing to an extent that we don't want to acknowledge God. And it's very, very difficult for you to attract more blessings in your life and have freedom because when we have the sponge. It's important that you always say thank you. And it has nothing to do with God only, even the people that have helped you. You know, I was just applying for another bursary, and they say that you must motivate yourself on why you have to be given this bursary. And I was just like, okay, I need to motivate myself. You know, my motivation changed from selling myself. I'm a diligent student, I'm a hard worker, but it made me acknowledge the people that have lifted me to be there, to be where I am. And for me, it shifted from me saying I want a bursary because I am poor or I need to finish next year, I'm struggling. But I was just like, when you help me to unlock my mind and understand that we need people at the end of the day in our journeys. We cannot accomplish anything by ourselves. We need to build each other. We need to be united. And interviews, and in that way, now you become a blessing to help other people because you are learning something from that. So an attitude of gratitude will take you very far. Now, as not yours, spiritual is in the mind, it's too deep for other people. Because you have tapped because it happens, or these big things, now we need to come to reality. Oh, I have 5 minutes. Be practical about your dreams.
Yeah.
Guys, it's very, very important that when you've applied all the mentioned aspects, but you are practical about your dreams. How many people here are in high school? There's a few people. Do you guys have Gmail accounts? No, that's what I'm talking about, being practical about your dreams. In order for you to apply for that job, you just need a simple thing, which is an email account. Email address, put it nicely. You need to do your CVs. Do you guys have CVs? No. Why? But you want to be great. It's like saying Tikon, he says it's Amazon and you don't even have a passport. It's like saying you want a car but you don't have a license. You know, it's very important that you are practical about the things that you want. I mean, ourselves, people complain, I don't have money to go to the internet cafe to apply and what. Sometimes, guys, you can even go for a coffee, a spare, and use that Wi-Fi and apply for a job or something.
Yes.
Use the resources that you have. Even I see Vika uyenza, uyazi because abakajwa ukufunda namhlanje loba ufunda into eninzi akaloka ngifunda i-textbook ngoba ngifunda nje ba i-message ithi mhlawumbe ku-email. Make it short, guys. 2 pages is enough. And you don't just put into just unnecessary your achievements, your leadership positions, your jobs. As I'm saying, even to young people, if you have an opportunity during holidays to go and work for someone, even if you're not badly, do it because it's if you're if there's an organization that you can partake in, go there because you can put it in your CV to enhance it. Guys, let's not run away from the fact that this work is very competent. We do competition, and in order for you to prove yourself, and you cannot say, I cannot do this. You need to press on. I remember this other time when I was looking for a holiday job, and I already had applied to more than 30 places, and they were just so quiet. I was talking about as a tat. Quiet. And umthandazo wami ngiyakhaya ngiyakhuluma sebhedini. Umthandazo wami ngathi Thixo ulena nje ifakayo zibonakalise yona God of failure. Ikaphela imizuzu bese kayabuya i-response. Kubalona nje nje ekhaya ndagudwa lohlala. And I'm not that person, I'm a workaholic. So it's very important that you are practical with your dreams. Your phones have softwares and applications that you can use, you can download to apply. Microsoft Word nafaka nasefowunini wesifonza ngoku. Or PowerPoint, you can put them in your phones and be practical about your dreams. Because no one is going to do it for you. Lastly, this is very important now. Find something you are good at and get someone to pay you to do it.
Yes.
Guys, Nazi administrators, Nazi engineers. But what is it that is within you that makes you stand out? Ula engineer. So that's kama look to mtasekhaya kube ngawe. Bazulazi leyo bakhangele but because of anawo Sifuna anawo and because of his skills zakhe that are even more than what you want, sifuna yena more than everyone. Because abantu bayafaka nje just because of ufaka or banikwe i-post by friends or families. It's not about that. You have to find something that you are good at. And it's not even about going for things as fun about i-careers, about ube ngugqirha or ube yi-lawyer. Not even simple things. Ukuhamba on a test degree. Come up with something. If you are a chef, come up with your own thing. Now, more fire. Why can't you start with something with a bread or anything that will uplift you as a person? Because there's someone who wants that thing you produced. If you're an administrator, you say, "Look on YouTube, go and watch how to do those presentations and kill it." Be great. Greatness within is about you and not letting yourself down or holding on to your purpose, holding on to what God has called you to be. Knowing who you are is very important in finding something that you are good at and get someone to pay you to do it. Because they demand. And I know who I am. So when I find something that I am good at, if nesi accounting nasekhaya ngizawufika phakula board ndifike ndithethe kakhulu ndinimaba ezi-ideas zenu but xa ufika iboss ndisobe ndisithengise kubani nanisemenzela nto xa ufika iboss ndiyafika ndiyathetha ndisithengise so that I can be recognized. It's very important that you make your purpose major. You need to make sure that you understand ukuthi you are not here on earth forever. And at this time that you have been given, you have to leave your mark. You need to change the narration of how things are done. So that you can come and give back to your people and build each other and grow and be a beast, a powerhouse, a mogul, a nation that is shaped. Thank you.